Well, hello. This is Tom and Heather from Shadowfields. This is Monday in the studio.
Monday in the studio. And Becky and Steve, I'm so jealous that you have ice cream sandwiches.
Please like, share, and subscribe and hit that notification bell. And,
that was what I was supposed to do. Yeah. But I got a little distracted by the ice cream sandwiches comment.
Yeah.
Yes.
That would be better. That'd be much better.
So the question is whether or not you give little bits of treats to the doggies when you're eating them.
Can dogs eat ice cream?
Yes. Do it very well, actually.
Not chocolate ice cream.
No. But yeah. So drinking.
I could never be a dog.
Okay.
Because dogs can't have chocolate. So right. I could never be a dog.
See, they do. I knew you guys would be kind to your pups. All right. So what are you drinking today? Vodka. Straight.
Just water. I'm trying to prepare for a Thursday show.
I have an Arnold Palmer. Thank you, Tom, for providing that to me every single solitary week. Someday I'll bring you a drink. I'll bring you some water.
Don't go out of your way.
Water doesn't grow on trees.
It doesn't. It's not like it falls out of the sky
or anything. Yeah. So I posted this picture, Tom, of us. And how I was advertising us. Now, you'll have to tell us where this picture was taken. Do you remember?
I can't even see the background.
You don't remember where that is? Actually, you probably don't have a lot of memory of that. This was in, look at all my... So this was in, on the Riverwalk down in...
San Antonio?
In San Antonio. Yeah, that was how many years ago? That was
Gary's first trip with us. That was like 2016.
That was when we first changed our name to Shadowfields, wasn't it? Was that before then?
We didn't change our name until 2018.
Okay, yeah. So this was on our 10-day tour through Missouri and Oklahoma, Texas, all the way down to Beaumont, Texas.
Louisiana.
And yeah, it was actually really, really fun. I went to a lot of new places that I've never been at.
Arkansas.
We did play in Arkansas.
And it was a 10-day tour.
It was crazy.
It was the longest tour. I remember when we got back from that and Gary wrote to us and said,
we're never doing that again.
That was just a bit too much for me.
Yeah. Well, I think it was because, it was
everything went wrong. I was on heavy medication that whole trip. So
I'm surprised he stayed with us, honestly.
I don't remember that much about it.
But I thought I'd put this on here because of what we've been working on this week and in the studio, because we're doing something completely different on Thursday for our show at Elmhurst Brewing Company. It's just going to be little old Tom and myself.
Yeah, we were going to have Tony with us. Tony Metters playing bass, but he's not available.
Nope, he has another.
He's got some family stuff that he has to take care of. And so it's going to be the two of us. So we thought, all right, because we don't have anybody else that has to learn any songs besides me, why don't we do something really different? And we take the way back time machine and rewind our career back.
We're going way back.
A good 12, 14 years and see what we can do. And so that's kind of what we're doing. I've been learning how to play a lot of songs on piano that I originally wrote on piano, most likely.
But really from the first and second.
Yeah, we're doing a lot of stuff from the first and second album.
Yeah, and I think also Festival for One, stuff that we haven't done in a long time.
Yeah.
Just because it didn't necessarily work out with the band somehow. Like sometimes some things completely cinch up and everything is so tight and you're in the zone with a song. And other time it's
we've seen it many times before where, you have this certain set of people. These songs work with that set of people.
Exactly.
And you change one person and all of a sudden those same songs don't work anymore.
Right.
And now different songs work that they never worked before.
Yeah.
And, you'd think one person changing.
You don't even know why, honestly. It's just some feel or, the groove or something is different.
Something changes. And so it'd be kind of fun to, I think we got about at least a dozen songs that we're going to do that we have not done in years and years and years.
They haven't seen the sun in a long time.
We might do a song that's never been on any album I just got to find the music for it. If I could find the music.
Which one?
Picking Up the Pieces.
Oh, that's really old.
Yeah. We did that at our very, very first show.
Why didn't we ever put that on any albums? Maybe it was too sad.
No.
No.
I just don't think that.
Oh, no, you would have put it in if it was sad.
Yeah. For some reason, just like everything else, something about it wasn't working out at the time.
Yeah, so that one, actually, I think I might have the music to that. I'll look for that in my stuff.
Tonight?
Yeah, I think good. I might have it.
That's very good then.
Yeah, I think we've done a couple of other things, but just in the studio. But tell them about the setup that we're going to have for Thursday, because I think that's very interesting.
Well, it depends if it works. Right now, it hasn't worked.
Well, let's assume that it's going to work. Let's think positive.
So I was thinking about I even bought software so that I could have my controller keyboard that we use in the studio, and I would have that set up with a computer, and the computer would be triggering the triggering the samples that we've used on some songs, and so that with a foot pedal I could fade in like strings or electric pianos or something like that, just to kind of fill it out a little bit more.
You're just going to be just one person being Hans Zimmer over there.
And at some point I'm going to break into, babe, I'm leaving. Must be on my way.
I better watch out. I better know right away that I need to stop whatever Humphrey McCowan. This is the fun part, is that it's a Humphrey McCowan stuff. And it's, I don't know, for me, it's just
should probably
really
build it
fun.
as Humphrey McCowan instead of Shadowfields, because it's going to be very different.
Well, we're the same people, though. I mean,
yeah,
Humphrey
it
McCowan
is true.
Shadowfields. But anyway, we just wanted to share that with you, that we're looking forward to Thursday night. Hopefully you can come out. It's 7 to 10 in the beer garden. And
hopefully no rain. It looks like there's rain tomorrow and Wednesday.
But it's going to be really nice on Thursday.
That'll be great.
I already checked with Mr. Google, or Miss Google, whichever. Well, and she was very positive about Thursday. At least on Saturday she was.
With a name like Google, could they ever be wrong?
No, never. But we also finished up a song for somebody.
Yes, we did. Drunk on Whiskey.
Drunk on Whiskey from Christian Alan Hansen. We finished up his song. So
it's very much a country hit.
No.
Yeah.
Really? As the Waterford flows. Not the Waterford.
You're thinking of glassware.
I know. What is it?
It's Woodford.
Woodford. Yeah, the
whiskey.
Yeah, I'm more the Crystal. He's definitely more the whiskey.
I only want you when I'm drunk on whiskey.
Yeah.
It's a very touching, sentimental song.
It's like what we've written in the past. But anyway, we're so excited about it. We just need to master it up and.
We might give a shot at mastering it ourselves in the studio, but need a few days break from it and we need to get past the show.
Yeah. Well,
right now I'm.
Speak to that though a little bit, because you're saying that you have to give yourself some space from the song before you master it, and why is that? Mastering
and mixing are completely different things. When you mix, you don't think about the master at all. You are trying to get your main thing is getting the balance between the instruments correct, and highlighting the thing that's supposed to be, forefront. In this case, it was 115 tracks. I'm adjusting the levels of 115 tracks continuously throughout this whole song to get it so it, when that lead guitar comes in, that lead guitar is plenty loud. It's right up in front. But then when the vocal comes in, it dials itself back a little bit. Things like that. Everything's got to juggle so you can keep the voice up front and it still is punchy. And so that's what mixing is. And you get it done and it sounds good like that. But when you compare it, like you put on like the latest Jason Aldean or some other country artist, you put on their record, or a Zach Bryan, and you compare them and you go, well, that Zach Bryan is a lot louder and it's got a little more treble to it. That's what mastering does.
Right.
Mastering is this fine little bit of EQ. It's usually like a dB, very slight EQ moves. We're going to add a little bit more top end. We're going to take away a little low end. We're going to scoop out the middles just a little bit. And then we're going to make it loud enough that it can compete against everything else that's on the radio.
Mm-hmm. But you don't listen to it for a while because
I'm so used to what it sounds like in the mix form. I need to have a time to listen to other mastered things so that I can go, that's what it should be like. Mm-hmm. And then I can bring it in. And there's a lot of listening, but there's a lot of analytical things in there because you're dealing with certain specific kinds of processing. And a lot of them are very analytical. It's not as much just listening. You're trying to get it as loud as you can without it collapsing.
Yeah.
Because certain music, if it's not mixed well, you can't make it loud. And the harder you try to make it loud, the worse it sounds. And so it's a matter of juggling all the different parameters until you can get it to be just right. And I think I can do that on this one. It's already pretty darn loud, and it's not even mastered yet. And when I compared it against some other things, the mix and the EQ of it, it's really close to what the final thing is going to be.
So what you're saying is kind of like you need an ear sorbet.
Yeah. I need just a little bit of a break so that I can just readjust my brain.
It's a fresh, go into that next thing with
And some people would say,
ears.
well, why don't you just master it while you're mixing it? Not possible.
Well, one is individual. This one is whole. This is
this is you're only dealing with the stereo track.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just left and right. That's all you've got to deal with.
Yeah.
And when you're dealing with mixing, it's 115 tracks. You're trying to get those adjusted right. You really have to separate them. Otherwise, you'll just pull your hair out because you'll never get it. And also, the amount of processing that's on a master would probably tank the session if you tried to put that on top of the session already.
Right.
Because, the session is taxing the CPU on the processor a lot already. Mm-hmm. And so adding all that extra stuff on the top of that probably would make it not want to play back. But anyway, so got that to look forward to.
So mastering, and then, we have other things happening too. We had a wonderful woman in the studio named Adela, and she came in last week to put a couple tracks down on a song that she wrote, and it is funky.
It's something completely different. It's
great.
Adela plays the cello,
but like this, she's it's not like upright. It is just like
I think she goes by Adela on the cello.
Yeah, Adela on the cello.
And she's very gifted, and she has a beautiful voice.
She really does. Yeah, and we didn't know what to expect, and then she came in and she sang, and yeah, it's haunting. Her voice. Yeah,
it's just a very haunting voice. It's very different. This is an entire song made up of just cello. You're thinking, well, what could you be doing there? But she does. She actually played it like very she's playing a guitar.
Yeah, very syncopated. There's
she had it on her lap,
percussive.
Not with a bow or anything like that.
Yeah.
She played on Dan Azio's on two of the songs for him.
Yep,
his first two songs we did for him, "Let's Go" and "Teenage Tragedy." She played cello on both those songs, and it was beautiful.
Yeah.
And she came back.
So she's now one of our greenhouse people, which we're super excited about.
Yeah.
And she's going to be coming back and doing a couple of other amendments to it. But we're excited to have her be part of the community studio. And you'll be hearing more about her. So Adela is her name. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And what else do we want to share with our peeps tonight?
Well, besides the show, we also have a video from the Moonlight Theater.
No, really?
Yes, we do.
Oh.
Last time I think we played Beautiful, Loud and Ruckus.
Yeah.
Tonight we'll do something soft and intimate.
So, and just so you're aware, this is share what
it's only words.
But that's part of the album, which is
Festival
for One. So that's going back in time as well.
It was the sixth album.
Yeah. So it's fun to hear something that we haven't, really been focused on.
And it's really live. There's no editing on this. It was
It is what it is.
A telephone camera and a telephone microphone.
Yeah.
So
thank you, Tony, for doing that, by the way.
Thank you very much. Hi, Kimmy.
Oh, and we have to say, Tony won second in chicken.
Tony did great again. Tony, put up the stats again for what happened this last weekend. Our barbecue champion. We
don't know why.
The official barbecue of Shadowfields.
I went to this whole barbecue competition. It was like
so you
totally
went where Tony was?
Yes, and I got to eat all of the food. I don't even eat that much meat, and I left with a complete. I didn't even know what a meat coma was. I can tell you now, I do. And then Pat, this gentleman that we know, Pat O'Brien, he was there, and he's like, "Yeah, you get meat sweats," and I'm like, "What?" He says, "Yeah, you can sweat from meat." And then all of a sudden, of course, I started sweating, but I know it wasn't that. I don't think I had meat sweats.
What's that? You smell like brisket.
It was the most delectable meat I've ever had, and the ribs had. You know how you have a fine wine, and it like has these. You go, this begins with a woody taste, like an oak tree, and then it goes into roses.
You act like you drink wine.
Yeah, I used to, and then. It has different flavors. And then if you eat certain food with it, it maybe tastes a little different. Well, with Tony's, the barbecue that he was using, like, I guess he uses a few different kinds of rub. And it went from like, first the barbecue, like it was like sweet, and then it went peppery, and then it was, something else. And then it went back to peppery again. I'm like, oh, this is super fun and cool. I've never, ever experienced that before. It was probably the best barbecue I've ever had.
Of course.
And I know we used to rate barbecue. That's why I'm saying that.
Well, we'll do that again when we're out on this next tour.
I'm going to give him 5 pairs of boots. That's what
5 boots?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd definitely give him 5 sad songs.
5 sad songs, definitely.
Jimmy would be 5 lawnmowers. What was Tony and Gary? Was Tony like 5 IPAs or something like that?
I don't remember. No, ours were just so bizarre. Yeah, and then Jimmy's was lawnmowers. I think. Yeah, I don't know.
So anyway,
hey Kimmy. Steve wants to know anything special about today. Steve wants to know if there's anything special about today. It's not my birthday. What's today?
It's the 22nd. July 22nd.
Is it National Shadowfields Day?
I don't know. But let's jump into this video and then we'll be right back, okay? So here's a nice sad song. Grab your drink and start chugging now. This is Only Words
I've not
from the
seen
Moonlight
this,
Theater.
So I do not know what it's about.
It is what it is. Here we go.
There's no sound of a front porch swing, just the silence fills everything. An empty place at the table I sat, but I have no appetite from all this regret. Are you the one you used to say? We had it all in our yesterday. Only words you said before, now I can hear your voice anymore. you think of me? Is this the way that it was meant to be? I can't stop thinking it was gone too soon. Oh, how loneliness fills me true. I hear the words you used to say. We had it all in our yesterday. Only words you said before. Now I can hear your voice anymore.
Jimmy was like,
Yeah, well,
I got my rag on the drum fast enough.
I think he was doing that because we had the false ending. You know,
I know.
people always think we're done with the song, but we aren't. We have a little bit of a refrain to go in. And so he was like, now you can clap.
So funny. Yeah, when we were up in Waukesha at the cigar bar, remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And nobody knew when to clap.
Yeah, and then
so
we had to go,
went,
ta-da!
Ta-da! And then they'd go, oh, yes, you're done.
So every time, we'd finish the song, like
ta-da! It was so funny.
Yeah.
Anyway, so it was a great night. We had a good time.
Yeah.
And Brooke Blairy did fantastic, and Kristen Rose Kelly Band. That was a lot of fun. We had a good time.
Yeah.
But we have more though, don't we? Those are.
I've got the entire show. So we'll have to decide what's worthy of being seen, and we'll pick something else out from that.
And if you haven't, there is a beautiful video of Only Words.
Only Words.
Yeah. It. I did some videography, and you put it all together. But it's a really beautiful love story that you should go out and watch.
Yeah.
So go on Shadow
YouTube.
Fields 1 and look that up.
Yeah.
It's very, very good stuff.
Yeah.
It's probably one of our most kind of intimate, feeling of like a love relationship piece right there. And
well, we hadn't really done that many videos. You did a few videos on your own. And then we did the Passing Shadows video, which was big. We did a video for Flower on the Wall.
Oh, it was horrendous.
It just didn't come out the way.
What was the reason for that? Do you remember?
I think
it had something to do with Jimmy.
No, we just looked bad. It didn't come off quite right, and so we canned that whole thing, and we spent half a day on it.
Yeah, that's true.
Videotaping it, and
yeah, it was a cool room. It was cool shots. We had flowers on the ground. I mean, it was all that.
We went way out on the thing, but we never even got. we don't have the video to edit it down.
Who had it? Did Tony have it?
No. That was
Ryan.
Yeah, because he did all those videos.
Yeah, we should probably get that back sometime.
I don't think we will.
Anyway, you'll have to tell us what'd you think of the song, because that was one of our favorites to do.
Yeah, that one was kind of like a turning point as far as videos for me, to where I felt like, all right, we can make these videos on our own, and they can not look ridiculous.
Yeah,
we can do this now. And they, because the whole idea behind the video is to make people feel something that the music is trying to make you feel.
Yeah.
And
we watched a lot of other people's videos that just to see kind of what they do, and I think we've at least on that one, we felt like it was a story that needed to be told.
Yeah, and that was really the only video from the Festival for One.
Yeah.
Because,
right.
Festival for One came out, we went on a tour and COVID hit, and that was the end of everything. And then we began work on our 7th album.
Yeah, we kept on going right ahead.
We went on to the 7th album, and we put out a video for every song except one. Only one song didn't get a video.
I know, and it was the fun one with the...
Yeah.
In the middle of it.
But again, that was one of the songs that, for whatever reason,
the band
in its
sink into it. Yeah.
current form doesn't do it well. And the recording of it sounds fine, but it just, when you get 5 people in a room, some things gel and some things don't.
Yeah. So we will be playing Only Words this Thursday. So hopefully you can come out to that. Again, Elmhurst Brewing Company from 7 until 10. We'll be in the beer garden. And we're going to be just doing it. No band except for Tom and me. It'll be really
I'm going to try a couple.
Different.
I'm going to try some really different things besides the whole different keyboard thing, which would be, if I can make this thing work, it'll be an amazing thing.
Are you going to bring out a guitar?
I might bring multiple electric guitars, and because a couple of these songs require electric guitar, and you're thinking, electric guitar without bass and drums, can that work? Well, come on Thursday and you'll find out. Otherwise, we'll find out later tonight when we try them out in a couple minutes.
Yeah, it's still TBD. But anyway, it's been great to have you all with us tonight. Things are just keep on moving in the summer, even though I hope you guys have been having a great summer. Eat more of those sandwiches, Becky and Steve. And Brian, if you're not doing the
he's probably got his bunker.
Come on over to Elmhurst Brewing Company. Take some pictures for us. Wink, wink. But anyway, hopefully you guys are all having a great summer.
Yep.
And we will definitely see you back here next Monday talking more about songwriting gear and other
Maybe I'll show you my new
stuff.
guitar, since I bought a new guitar.
Oh, they would love to see that, I'm sure.
We'll display that next week. This is Tom and Heather from Shadowfields. This is Monday in the Studio.
Monday in the Studio.
What should they do?
You should like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And please click on that notification bell so you should be connected to us anytime we go live.
How exciting is that?
It's very exciting.
Yes.
Have a great night, everybody.
All right.
Mwah.
See you on Thursday. That can come out.
We love you guys. Bye.
Good night.